Morning, once again. Um, this week again has been eventful. Obviously, you can see behind me some things have been removed. Right, it's a it's a journey. It's a part of the journey, right? And I welcome it. I've had the episodes right about get out the boat, take the leap. This episode is similar to that, right? This episode is about I'm a movie buff. Most people who know me know I love to go every Tuesday. I really haven't lately, but every Tuesday I go to the movies. I'm a big fan of Batman. When Bane was in um, the Batman movie, and Batman was in a cave where Bane had been, and he was trying to get out. And the story was told that Bane, right, had made the climb, and it was actually the villain uh, who made the climb without the rope. Everybody had made the climb, and they made the climb with the rope and never made it. They never succeeded. No one except I think Batman and the villain had succeeded. They succeeded because they didn't have the rope. They made the climb without the harness. They made the climb without like something to lean on, right? It's the same thing as get out the boat and just jump in there. And so when Batman learned of this, he had failed several times, and the understanding was if you make the climb or you attempt to climb without the rope, there's no safety harness, there's nothing to fall back on, you might die. But that's what gave him courage. That's what pushed him to go another level that he didn't know he had because of fear of dying. It's a little different than fear of failure. And so I love that part right of the movie because it kind of it allows you to realize the strength that you have within you, right? But you got to be up against a wall. It's got to be nothing else. And I always wonder why we have to get to that point. Why do we have to get to where there's no other option, right? And you just find this strength to do something that you've never done when in reality you've always had that strength. But you got to be at always almost to your wits end, right? To summon that strength to be able to do that. Like he tried to climb multiple times and was unsuccessful, but he had a rope with him. Like what's the difference in not having a rope, right? The only thing that changed was that if he slipped, like he had slipped previous times, he would probably hurt himself or kill himself. And so mentally, right, that's how you trick yourself or how you push yourself to a new level is when you realize you have no other outcome. So why can't we do that every day anyway? Like it's human nature to play it safe. It's human nature to be comfortable, to be on a job 30 years, right, and never take a chance. And right now, that's what I plan on doing. I plan on taking a chance. I plan on taking a leap. I plan on making a climb without the harness. Like there's no safety harness. There's nothing for me to fall back on. And I think a lot of times that's where our mental struggles come from. I really believe our mental struggles are because our life that we're living, right, is not the life that we hope for. And so we struggle every day getting up, going to a job that we really don't like, but it pays bills. And because it pays the bills, we really don't want to detach ourselves from it because of the fear of the unknown. So we just stick around. We just hang around for 20 years. We just hang around. We never achieve our dreams. We never, like, again, I always ask my parents, I always ask uh, older people I know, like, what was your dream? What did you want to become? Like, is this what, like, your life you're living right now, is this what you wanted? Like, is this what you dreamed of? And most, not saying that they're not failures or whatever, but like life hit them, right? They either had kids at a young age, they didn't go to college, they stopped doing this, injury, sickness, something happened, right? Got married at a young age, and they had to assume responsibilities. And in assuming responsibilities, they negated what their dreams were. And life happens so fast. You fast forward 20 years, it's like, wow, like, where did it go? Time waits for no one. Again, and so At the age of 37 now, I'm gonna take the leap. And it doesn't mean that I'm not scared or worried, right? But I realize like I have this gift that has allowed me to be really good at what I do currently. Uh, if I give it away, or if I put it into myself, if I pour into myself, I can be great. Like I could be good in this business for 20, 30, 40 years, right? But I'll be capped to whatever they want me to do. And it's the same thing for you. Like every day that you wake up and you feel like you're miserable, you feel like you're sick, like you don't want to go to work. I'm not telling you to quit your job, right? Create a plan so that your gift can be shine, so you can shine that light on your gift, because that's why you were created. None of us were created to work for people. We were created to create. That's why we can create life. Like everything that we do, um, it should impact someone's life. Don't do what you do for a check, because that's the world's way of telling you not to pursue your dreams. I want to pay you so much amount of money, right? If someone's willing to pay you $1 million for you to work for them, how much do you think it's really worth? They're never going to give you 100% of what you're worth, right? They're going to give you a small percentage. If they're giving you $1 million, how much are you making them? But we go to work every day and they pay us to go to work every day, and we're miserable, not because like our life sucks. It's because this is not what we dreamed of becoming. And so you got to make the climb, right? You have to make the climb. But I've done it, right? My whole life I played it safe, knowing 10 years ago I could have did what I'm about to do right now. It doesn't mean like I don't care about it when you see people talk about, oh, you were fired, or you this happened to you, like you got to get out of the world. People are always going to have opinions. You don't have to answer to it. You don't have to respond to it. It's irrelevant. They're not with you. Like Kobe Drake said, you wouldn't shooting with me in the gym. So like, why does it matter? You're just here to see the outcome. You've seen no planning. You've seen no preparation. You've seen no grind, no work, right? You just have an opinion of something you see. So if you've not seen the 6, 7 months that went into this, like, why should I care about your opinion? But that's society. Society wants an opinion on your life, and we've created like this thought process that it matters. That the opinions of other people matter. They don't, and that's what has made us softer. I grew up with my dad working, getting up at 4 in the morning, working at sewage and water board, using his hands, right? And that hard work, the manual labor to do everything. Nowadays, like, I mean, we don't do anything for ourselves. Everything is digital. Like you bring your car to the mechanic, you call a plumber, you go to a barber, so you don't cut your own hair, you don't change your own tires, you don't fix your own toilets, like nothing. We do nothing for ourselves. And so the adversity factor, we like something happens to us, right? We have no response to it. Like our grandfathers, great grandfathers went to war. Like the things that they had to endure to get us right here, um, is insane, right? And so now we're in this position, and myself, we can't respond to it. We have no response to adversity. We think the world hates us. We think people dislike us. No, they don't. The truth is, no one cares. I said this before, and I said, no one's coming to save you. No one, because everyone else have their own problems. So get over yourself. It's not going to change unless you change it. I think Theo Von, crazy quoting Theo Von. Theo Von said, nothing changes unless, like, nothing changes. It'll never change unless you change it. If you keep going every day, waking up, and you're saying that your job uh, is not great, and you don't like it, but you keep going to it, like that creates these mental issues. That creates these mental blocks. That creates this anxiety, this sorrow, because you think you should be somewhere better. You think you should have more. You're right, but you have to do something about it. Complaining about it is not going to do anything about it. All you're doing is hurting yourself. All you complaining and murmuring and not doing anything about it, right? All you're doing is stealing your own joy. Like the world don't care what you do at all. Human beings don't care what you do. They don't. Like they'll support you if you support yourself. But if you don't believe in your own self, they won't help you. Like imagine that, trying to sell somebody a dream you don't believe in. Like, and in the beginning, right, when you take the step, when you take the leap, everybody's not going to believe in you. You know why? Because they don't believe in themselves. When you take the chance, they're all going to tell you, slow down, don't do that. Don't do that. No, what are you doing? Because we're all conditioned to be comfortable. We're all conditioned to just stick to the status quo, right? Don't do that. That's dangerous. That's scary. You're not going to stick to your salary job. You're not going to keep going to work. You're not going to keep, no. Like I want something more for my life. I have the ability to do it. Know how I know? Because they're paying for it, right? So if they're paying for my ability, I can go make my own. I can make my own money with my ability. I don't have to cap myself. I'm really good at something. Let me go. Like I've been a mechanic for 20 years. Why can't I start my own shop? Like think about that. I've been an electrician for how many years? And why can't I start my own business? I've been a chef in this kitchen. Why can't I start my own restaurant? Like it's my brand. I've created it. I've done it. I've been successful. People come to sit down in a restaurant to eat my food. Why can't I have my own? Like, but you can't play it safe, because playing it safe, you'll be right back where you were, and more miserable because then they think you need them. You got to take the chance. You got to make the climb. And I thought it was very unique in the Batman movie, right? He had messed his back up, right? Vertebrae were messed up in his back, and he had to fight through that, right? All the while he's fighting through that, Bane is destroying Gotham. Bane is, tearing it from the inside, right? But he had to. He didn't want to kill him. He wanted to break his will, right? And he knew that place would break his will, but it flipped the script, right? Because that place taught him who he really was. Showed him that he can do things outside of the norm, outside of what he thought he could do. And it illustrates our life, right? That we have the power to do all things. And I'll keep saying we have the power to do all things through Christ that strengthens us. Like our gifts were given to us at birth. We just use them for cheap for other people, because that's how society is now. You don't create your own anymore. You help other people live their dream. And that's the part I'm tired of. That's the part that I don't want to be 45, 50 years old, still working for someone. Like, I have the ability to create my own. I have the ability to do everything that I've done the last 10, 12 years. I can do it on my own. I can do it my way, without anybody telling me, hey, you can go on vacation here. Hey, you can clock out here. Hey, I know it's your mom's birthday. We need you to be here. And I don't want to do that no more. And I know you don't either. Like, nobody wants to be controlled in that way, right? I don't want to clock in. If I want to sleep in some days, I'm going to sleep in. Now, that's not my nature, but if I want to, I want to. And I think I'm good enough, right? I've done enough. I've created enough worth to be able to do that. This is the thing. I could have did it at 20. I could have did it at 17, 18, 19, because that gift was always there. Sometime God will fire you to get you back on the path that you need to go. Like, you've done this long enough. That's great. You had fun doing this, right? But you can do way more. You can help way more people. And when you realize that, then you take that leap. You understand that you are very powerful. You're stronger than what you think. But we never really know that. We never really believe it because we don't attempt it. Again, it goes back to the bird landing on a branch. The bird trusts his wings more than they trust the branch. Like, no matter, like, the bird ain't looking to see if the branch is cracked. When the bird lands, the bird just lands on the branch. It doesn't matter. Why? Because if the branch cracks or breaks, I have my wings. I'm going to fly. I'm good. I'm not worried about anything. It's a chance, right? But at the end of the day, I trust in myself. You have to start trusting in yourself. You have to start trusting in your own abilities. It's why you're valuable to your companies, right? That same value doesn't decrease when you take the logo off. You're impactful to your organization. And if you feel like, hey, I want to do some things different, do it. Take the leap. Make the climb. Trust in yourself. Trust in your abilities. Trust in your God-given talents. We're more than enough. Stop hiding. Stop bottling yourself up. Stop putting a cap on your talent. You're more than enough. You're great. You're amazing. You can do all things. We're gonna be okay. I'm excited for what's next. Like, it's a part of the journey. It's the path that I'm living. It's the path that I decided to go on. And I mean, it's gonna be some bumps. There's gonna be some pit stops, right? Like, but it was pit stops and bumps on the journey I was before, the path I was on before. This just feels so much better, right? Because I'm doing my own thing finally. Like, I appreciate everything. I appreciate everyone. And it's the same. We all got to take the leap. At some point in your life, you're going to take the leap. At some point, you're going to hit a crossroad that you got to make a decision. Don't play it safe. Like, love what you do, right? I love what I do. I love what I'm a part of, right? But I think I can offer so much more. But I have to be willing to make the climb. And it's not, I'm going to slip sometime, right? I'm going to lose grip of what I'm holding on to. But that don't mean I'm going to fall. That don't mean that's going to be the end. You got to keep climbing until I reach where I'm going, right? And then as I'm climbing, I reach back to help someone else out. That's the key. But man, 2025 has been different, right? It's been extraordinary. I wouldn't change anything because I think it has strengthened me to get to where I am now. If it wasn't for 2025, like, my 2026 wouldn't be where it's going to be. Like, I'd probably still be on the same path. So I appreciate my 2025. I embrace my 2025 because I needed it. We all needed it. No matter what, I'm still here. I'm still going strong. And I'm not going to quit. I'm not going to give up, and neither will you. We're going to be okay. I love y'all. I appreciate y'all. I cannot wait to announce this journey. I cannot wait to, keep it going. Keep pressing forward. Like, I'm never going to stop. Never going to stop. Like they say, the marathon continues. And I know where I'm going. I know where I'm headed. And I appreciate you all. And I hope you all are enjoying the rest of your 2025 also. Like, what's 2026 is going to go up. We cannot stay stagnant. 2026 is our moment. It's our opportunity. I love y'all. I believe in y'all. I trust in y'all. See y'all next time. Be blessed.